Picture this. You're just finishing up your brand new website and you're uploading that finalized version of your logo, and then you refresh the homepage and find a big ugly white box around it. Not exactly the first impression you're hoping for, right? Hey, I'm Lyndon. I'm a graphic and web designer located in Alberta, and today I want to talk to you about image formats and why it actually matters for your business. From transparent backgrounds to file sizes, I'll help you understand when to use which format so your brand always looks the best. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to ask for when working with designers or how to handle this yourself. Let's get started. There are a lot of image file types out there, each designed for a specific purpose. You've got printer-friendly formats like PDF and SVG, perfect for things like business cards or large banners. Then there are your everyday ones like PNG and JPEG, the workhorses of the web. And because Apple has to be Apple and create their own, there's HEIC, which is why if you've ever tried to transfer photos off of your iPhone, you've probably encountered this wonderful file type. And finally, there's GIFs, a nostalgic format that's pretty much just for memes and simple animations now. Now, the key isn't memorizing every single detail about these formats. It's knowing when to use the right one for the right job. Now, this list isn't exhaustive, but it covers the common ones. And for this video, we're going to focus on JPEGs and PNGs. These two file formats stand out as the common file types in the online world. Let's get into it. Let's talk about transparency and why it's crucial, especially for logos. Here's a common scenario. You're setting up your email signature or your website, and your logo, it looks fine on a white background, but when your client switches to dark mode, all of a sudden there's that awkward white box around it. It's not just distracting, it looks unprofessional. That's where PNG files come in. PNG supports something called alpha channel, which basically means instead of having a white or different color fill up the entire image canvas, you can have a clear, see-through background called transparency. This means you could take a PNG file with a transparent background and put it over any other image or document and have it blend nicely, instead of having that big ugly white box detracting from your design. Basically, PNG's ability to handle transparency makes sure that your logo looks clean and polished, no matter the background. But there is still a catch. If your logo has dark elements, it can completely disappear on a dark background, even if it's transparent. Obviously, we don't want this. This is where having multiple logo variants comes in. A light version of your logo, with white text and accents, is designed specifically for dark backgrounds. You can't just rely on one version for every situation. When working on a website nowadays, it's painfully easy to have your website provider handle this switch automatically for you. Most website builders will ask you for a regular version of your logo and an inverse version. So if your website supports light and dark mode, it can automatically switch to the correct version. It's also great to use a PNG version on your website because it allows you to style the section behind your logo without the white box. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people upload a JPEG logo to their website and have a big white box on a dark background. It just doesn't look good at all. For dark and light mode switching, you can use something called CSS. If you're not familiar with it, CSS is basically a coding language that tells things on a web page how to look and where to go. And you can even use it in some email clients. Because adding CSS is different in most email clients, I've included additional instructions on my website that you can check out in the description below. Here's an example of some CSS code we can use in our email signature. Here's what's happening. If someone's device is in dark mode, it swaps in the light logo. If it's in light mode, it uses the dark logo. It's a small and simple step, but it ensures your brand always looks on point. This code can be applied to websites as well. So if you want a manual solution or your website builder doesn't support automatic logo switching, you can adapt this for your needs. The takeaway, transparency gives you flexibility, but pairing it with multiple logo variants and a little CSS magic makes sure that you're covered in every scenario. Now, I'm not going to explain how to use Photoshop or Illustrator or any other design program for that matter. I'm sure you can find a lot of videos on the web that will tell you how to do that. But most programs do have an option to set your background as transparent or to export as transparent if you're exporting in a PNG mode. If you're getting your logo designed professionally, make sure you ask for multiple formats: PNG, JPEG, PDF, and SVG. And make sure you ask for at least 3 color variants: a light version, a dark version, and a full color version. This way, you're ready for anything, whether it's a business card, an email signature, a billboard, a rack card, or your website. At my company, Mountain 13, this is our standard for all of our clients. So, if you work with us, you're guaranteed to get 3 color variants plus all the necessary file types you'll ever need. This ensures that our clients have what they need for every situation and spares the panic of, oh no, I need that transparent version at the last minute. So, in summary, there's basically no reason to use anything other than a PNG for your logo file, except maybe an SVG file, but vector files are a topic for another video. At the end of the day, a PNG file is going to give you way more versatility over a JPEG, and it's the main file you should be using for your logos. Of course, there's other file types that we haven't really talked about in this video. GIFs have largely become a meme format because of their ability to support animations and moving images. There's vector files like PDF and SVG that will make your printers happy. In fact, if you're not sending them in SVG or PDF, they'll be extremely frustrated. JPEGs do still have a place in web if you're trying to upload photos or get the file size down. Honestly, we could probably talk endlessly about different file types. So, whether you're a solopreneur or managing a bigger brand, a little planning goes a long way. Talk to your designer or try some of the free tools that are available for yourself and make sure your brand assets are up to shine. If you have questions or want help getting your logos in the right formats, drop a comment down below or reach out to us at Mountain 13 Media. We'd be happy to make sure you have the right formats for your logo or even design you a totally brand new logo delivered to you with all of the right file formats you might need. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.